I think there's an eclipse too, a solar eclipse. So I'm going to get the eclipse oracle cards. Let's just get to this. Let's get to it. So hello everybody. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. Do my little sales spiel. I'm Salena, your verified clairvoyant psychic who has been reading tarot for 30 years. And I'm here with my Magic Rabbit Satnin for your new moon reads, new moon Aquarius. And if you want personals, I'll open up the floor for that. So if you're in a crunch for time and you want a personal reading, I will stop the all signs because I can timestamp them later. Yes. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Here's Aquarius here. What's all the shadows coming from? What's the shadows coming from, Aquarius? The new moon? Okay. Let's get it. So I meditated and prayed as I always do every day, but especially before I'm reading tarot. And I was meditating with Aquarius's crystal of, there we go, that's better, amethyst. So for me, Aquarius crystals are amethyst and aquamarine. But today I picked what I felt like is the more masculine stone of Aquarius. This is meditating with the amethyst and my new moon. And we have the Ethereal Visions Luna Tarot, as we always do for new and full moon readings. And I'm ready to get started. What's up with this? Okay. Let's do this. So hi, welcome. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have a question, let me know. So we'll just start as usual. We always start with the sign that we're in the moon of. So I just clean the cards. And this also in the Ethereal Visions Luna edition, I have woven in the extra Dreamscape Oracle by Matt Hughes. So I only use this deck during new and full moons, honestly. I don't even give it as an option for private readings unless someone is very heavily moon ruled. So this is definitely my moon deck. Hi, how's it going, Machi? How are you, the star? Welcome, dear one. So we're going to start with Aquarius and go on down. The last one will be Pisces. First one is Aquarius. Wait, last one would be, Capricorn. Durker. At a late night, right? At a late night. Ooh, let's go on it. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Let's see who is here for that. Who is here for the Aquarius new moon readings? The Sun, Moon, Rising. I don't have any Aquarius in my main chart, but definitely been a big influence in my life in various ways. In fact, today would have been my grandmother's 96th birthday. Oh, my grandma she's born 1930, so she passed a few years ago, 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So she would have been 96 today. So. And then I had a cat who was a Himalayan cat. Her name was Eebling. It's supposed to be German for Liebling, but I misheard it and I called her Eebling, and that was her name. Empress Eebling. She was a Himalayan. She had a birthday today too, and she passed as well. So that's my shout out to Aquariuses and my Aquarius loves. I love you all. Love you all, Aquarius. Here we go. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do we have? All my Aquarius placements. All right, you're working together on something. I like it. These are pretty short messages. Ooh, after being on a break. So I don't know if you've been on a work break, maybe you had a vacation. Oh, this came out in reverse. Yeah, because nothing has changed. Oh, with your 10 of Cups. Oh, okay, Aquarius. Well, maybe there's something that really needs to change when it comes to your love life or the people that you love, and you need to write something down. So the overall energy is always the energy I read at the bottom of the deck. And I feel good. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Happy new moon in Aquarius. Please hit the like button, subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, let me know. My info is in the chat in the description. So this is for Aquarius and all Aquarius placements. So something needs to change with your love life, maybe your family situation. I don't know if this is a best friend or something you very much love because it hasn't changed. So you need to work together with someone to get this clown flipped upside down. So the death card is a good card when it has to do with change and how we're doing and so on. And this is about a word. This is the oracle that literally means writing down what you think and feel in the story of your journey. Your ancestors are with you. There's the sun bear. So they're there with you, Aquarius, lighting the way. These are Asian ancestors. You might have some Asian ancestors, or at least your ancestors are there guarding you as you write this wish for a new beginning. So I don't know if you've had a rough time. There's other ancestors looking at you like this shit needs to change. Yeah, of disappointment. So I don't know if you've been holding back from someone or someone's been holding back from you, Aquarius, but it's time to move forward. So something needs to change in your love life and or your personal happiness life. So take that as it resonates and let me know. Hey, how's it going? Spiritual awakening, Scorpio. Ooh, I love that. I'm a Scorpio rising, as we know. Love me some Scorps. I watch RuPaul's Drag Race, and Mia Starr is a Scorpio, and I'm like, she looks like the archetypal Scorpio, like her face. I'm like, that is a Scorpio woman's face. It's a dude, but she dresses up in her drag. Anywho, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm good, guys. Thank you. Machi, just a minute. I can answer your question, babe. But when it comes to like the all signs, I like to kind of keep in the flow, so I don't like to interrupt it. So what do we have for you, Aquarius? Oh, interesting light body. Oh, wow. She's beautiful. She looks like an Aquarius. But behind her, we have an Earth mandala. All right. So the square is the Earth mandala. And that's interesting because there is this new opportunity to solidify something and make it solid, Aquarius. But you need to change and work together with someone. Or something needs to change because nothing has been changing. Independence brings comfort. Okay, I feel like that's very Aquarian. Past restrictions and ancestral healing. Interesting, Aquarius. So maybe this person is going to help you change something, or maybe this is something about your ancestors telling you, since they're so strongly here. They were yelling at you, change some shit. And here they're like, we've got you as you write this down. Oh, there's the devil. That's the thing that's been preventing this happiness, Aquarius, and why nothing is changing, because bad habits. All right, so card 20 for the light body. So this is for the solar eclipse. Sorry, is it solar? Yeah, solar eclipse. So the new moon peaks, I think it's at 7 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. I usually would do these on Monday, but I am very, very busy tomorrow, so I don't have time to do it. So I'm doing it now. So this says, trade your shield for an arrow. Whoa, Aquarius. She even looks like an Aquarius. She's gorgeous. She's got all this purple around her. This looks like an Aquarius lady to me. She's beautiful. She's got a crown. And it says, trade your shield for an arrow. So that's interesting. So this is more about, look, that looks like an arrow, her quill. Like you need to tell a truth or something. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Sacred crystals, aquamarine. Oh my gosh, that's your fucking crystal. And I just talked about how I didn't choose aquamarine to meditate with earlier. I chose amethyst. Affirmation, I infuse my light body with power and presence. I embrace my divinity. Wow, Aquarius. It says every human being has a light body. Yes, a vessel for our consciousness. Okay. Once this light infusion takes place, the light within your body and your soul's matrix begins to settle. This new alignment brings positive experiences as the light is awakening. Ascended Master Lady Portia, I guess that's who it is, asks you to act independently, as low self-confidence and low self-esteem can improve with independent action. Reliance on codependent relationships will leave you unbalanced and insecure about your life. Learn to rely upon yourself above all others. Resonating on the 7th ray, Lady Portia's divine actions help you to release and heal trapped ancestral karma. Well, maybe there's some trapped ancestral karma here, Aquarius, that you have been holding on to and you didn't even know it. And that's why nothing is changing in your love life. You must be ready to shed the old shell that has provided you with so much protection and comfort. Whoa. While you may feel unbalanced or unprepared, you're ready to go to the end with these generational patterns and cycles now. So this is basically saying you need to let go of your armor. If she's got a sword, put it down, to work together to change something that hasn't been changing when it comes to your love life. So this could be a partner you already have, or maybe you just in general, you're dissatisfied. Maybe writing it down, your ancestors are here, will help you have the stable new beginning. So that's a really great read for Aquarius. So, woo, love that one. Alrighty. Very Aquarian, right? Holding the shield. Oh, there you are too. Maybe you've been cutting people off. Maybe you're too quick to do this. Maybe you ghost and you don't care. Oh, what song was, maybe you like that. Maybe you don't care. I was listening to a song and it had that line. It says, oh, Garbage. Thank you. Sorry. Garbage by 21 Pilots. Whoa. And there's a line in there that says, maybe you don't fix and you don't care, and that's how you like it. You like it like that. That's what it reminded me of. I just got that download. All right, moving on. So Machi or Scorpio, you guys have any questions? If not, I don't know if you're still here. Hop in that garbage. What is real? Reality is turns out reality is 100% subjective, and when we share collective karma with someone, we decide if we make it a shared reality or not. If we were all sharing reality, then hello, this wouldn't look the way it does. You know, it's not real. Israel's not real. It's not. I read something that like 50% of like Israeli citizens have an allergic reaction to like olive tree pollen, which is hilarious because olive trees are so native to Palestine. Okay, moving on to Pisces. I'm just talking about things that aren't real, like, you know, Zionist nation states or nation states in general, or things that are made up, like everything. Words that are made up, like all the words. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Pisces. Pisces. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What do we have? Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Are you writing a word too? So this could be crossover. We could have an Aquarius Pisces crossover because the word is popping out. You're trying to balance some scales. Oh my gosh, these came together and I saw those together, but I don't know why they popped out together. Let's see. I feel like you're trying to balance the word and you're asking for big help. So you could be apologizing to someone or just taking someone else's words in order to round them out. Yeah, there's more Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Wow, it's like you don't want to fuck up your words, but you're really ready to defend yourself. That's what I felt, and that just came out. You've been learning something. So Pisces, what I'm getting in. So remember, new moons are about manifestation. Okay, we're writing down our next to-do list, right? What are we going to manifest in this next moon cycle? Yeah, about someone or something being deceptive. Woo! So this is the Selkie card, the overall energy. I don't know if you're trying to be deceptive or you feel like someone else was deceptive, Pisces, but something was deceptive here and you need to apologize. Or vice versa. It could be that someone else wrote you and you've been defending yourself about something, but now you're learning that, you know, it wasn't as it seemed. That's what I feel. And you're integrating this. So I don't know if you need to write someone and tell them, I'm sorry, things weren't how I seemed. I defended myself. I got overly defensive. I cut you off, or vice versa. And I feel like there's an Aquarius crossover about equal give and take and a gift that's coming in. Wow. So Pisces, I don't know, man. This feels like you needing to write this letter, and you have your friends here to help you. You've got your spiritual guides, your ancestors, everyone that you love surrounding you. They want to help you balance this out, right? This is about balancing out the scales of karma. Make sure you don't take any with you. And it could be about a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or just you had already cut someone off or someone's cut you off. Could be either way, that you've defended yourself from, or vice versa, that you're now learning. And there was a deception. Whoa, could be around the 10 of Pentacles. Family. Wow. Family, money, all that jazz. I'm not going to cover up her boobs anymore. It's fine, Pisces. Let them hang out. So now I'm going to get a card for the solar eclipse energy for Pisces. So Pisces, what do we have? This is all Pisces placements. Usually for my moon readings, definitely check your moon sign. So what do we have for Pisces? But it could be any of them. It could be none of them, you know? Are you kidding me? Okay, strong Pisces Aquarius crossover because you guys got the same fucking card that popped out. You have, this card is the same, this card is the same. That I saw peek up. So this is about independence, breaking away from something, perhaps, which is why we have the 10 of Pentacles under here. You have been raised incorrectly or something. And now it's time for you to be independent and break away from the ties that bind you. And this is how you're going to be more stable. So instead of clinging to your ancestors or whatever, your family or your ideology, Spirit is saying, stand in your uniqueness, because that's how you'll get not only the freedom that you seek, but also balance out something in your life that's been imbalanced. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, someone has been a snake. Wow. Look at this twice. So Pisces, someone has been deceptive. Maybe your ancestors were trying to tell you this the whole time. You weren't listening because you're like, oh no, it's fine. It's my mom said. I don't know. I'm not laughing at your mom or anything, but you get it. A lot of people be saying a lot of things. Doesn't mean any of it's true or incorrect or is going to help us in life. Hey, how's it going, Batul? Please hit the like button and subscribe. I'm doing personal readings. So if you want a personal reading, the links are in the chat, in the description. I'm a real psychic and intuitive, so I don't know, no real reader or seer does free readings. I don't know why anyone would think that. That's ridiculous. It's like thinking that an actual doctor would be giving out exams. It's not how it works. I wish it did, right? If we had a society that was correct and in accordance with the laws of, you know, Earth, then that's how things would run. So until we get there. All right, Aries. Here we go, Aries. So that was crazy. We had a strong Pisces Aquarius crossover. Could be a cusper I was just reading for. I mean, it makes sense. We're going into Pisces season soon. You know, a couple days. Next week we'll be in Pisces season. Moving on through. And yeah, so some of my favorite Aquariuses are in this week. Like, they're born between, my friend's was the 13th. Then today and tomorrow. All right, Aries, what do we have? This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, all Aries placements. All right, you're trying to manifest something. What? Moving forward swiftly. I like this. Some sort of communication or swift movement. Yeah, so that you can cross the gateway in time. Aries, what's going on? Ooh, as this king or with a king of wands. So this is you trying to manifest twice. Powerful manifester. What? Moving forward, messaging quickly. I don't know if you're trying to get messages for someone or this is literally just about you having swift movement forward in a passion project. Yeah, whoa. I love this. We have Aries. We have your friend Leo on the bottom of the deck here. So this is the happiest card in the tarot is the sun. And you're really happy about it. So I love this. I don't know if you've recently manifested something that you're swiftly moving forward through because you passed the gateway of some sort of manifestation you had. You found your manifestation. I love this. Yeah, you're very drawn to this. The sun and the light and the prophet. It could be somebody very witchy. Ooh, that you're very attracted to. Wow, Aries. I'm going to move these around. And then we have the Two of Cups. Okay, go get it. So maybe you're a Leo, you have Leo placements, or this is an Aries Leo story, but I like this. You've manifested something, you've crossed the threshold of this gateway, and now you're running towards it. So this is fucking good. I feel like you already did the work before, Aries. It's about your happiness, your freedom, something you're very drawn to. Wow. This is good stuff. Now I'm going to get a card for the solar eclipse energy. This is from the Sacred Light Oracle. Let's hope we don't get the same card that we got for Aquarius and Pisces. Maybe we will. It's so beautiful here because it's warm, but it is, oh, that's too much. It's also super windy. Oh my God, that did not just pop up. Maybe she's just our card in general today. Everyone gets the same fucking one. So here we go. Give me a card for Aries. Why is this so hard? Aries, what is your Sacred Light Oracle? There we go, finally. Oh, here's my boyfriend. The Ascension Flame, Seraphis Bay. He may or may not be the lead singer of Token. We don't know. Sleep Token. So this is great. We have the water circle, which is awesome because it feels like this is about your emotions, something you really wanted, right? Same kind of circle. You're crossing through this gateway that makes you really happy. It says liberation, a sense of greater purpose and high expectations. And it's card number 4, which is the card of the Emperor in Tarot. So I feel like you're definitely standing in your Emperor energy. So I don't know if you're running towards this King of Wands or that's just you. So regardless of your gender, it doesn't really matter because you're standing in your power. So your affirmation from Ascended Master Seraphis Bay is, be all that you can be despite your perceived misgivings. Grow knowledge over power. Whoa. Your sacred crystal is a cacoxanite. Affirmation, I can confront anything before me. I'm a powerful beacon of light. Yeah, you're moving forward, Aries. You're not really slowing down. I love this. You want to cross this gateway. Like you're running to get there. Maybe that's what this solar eclipse energy is. You're like, I got this eclipse energy. I'm going to move through this and manifest exactly what I want because it makes you very happy. It's almost like you foresaw this with the prophet there. So the Ascension Flame is the strongest in the tipples of Luxor, May, and can be called to rise your energetic vibration. In order to achieve a rise in ascension, you'll be provided with some of the greatest challenges, which accordingly align to your karmic blueprint. Hello, karma. During these times, enlightenment from lessons learned will raise your vibration to a higher level. The key is to move forward with enlightened wisdom, and I feel like that's exactly what you're doing, Aries. This is really good. I love this energy, Aries. This is amazing. Master of the Ascension Temple, Seraphis Bay, holds the Ascension Flame on the 4th way of purity as a way to conquer your own misguidance, distorted energies, and belief programs. Yeah, moving through this Ascension gate. You're not holding on to what doesn't serve you anymore, Aries. It's time to let it go. Set real-time expectations and discipline your mind to create achievable outcomes in a state of clear consciousness. All right, Aries, that's not your strong suit, so do it. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. Set real-time expectations. Okay, that means you can't freak out and give up when you don't get your way immediately. Discipline your mind. Okay, no screaming and fighting. Sit down, control yourself to create achievable outcomes in a state of clear, no nonsense, no mess, no baby stuff, consciousness. I love you, Aries. I had to say that. It's time to grow up, and since you are now going to manifest whatever it is that you have been really, really guided to. Ascended Master Seraphis Bay is guiding you through a challenging experience. Deliberate attempts by others to engage in emotional responses or gaslighting will only prove you've moved on. Exactly. You're no longer being held down. So Aries, this is incredible. Best read so far. So good job. We're only on read 3, but I love that. You're ascending through something. Maybe you finally have seen the light on something, right? Because we have the light. But this is about being attracted to something, and the sun imagery is there. It could be a Leo who you see as very kind of powerful. Oh my gosh. Really good stuff. Ooh, there's the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is getting hot fast. A lot of wands in there. A lot of wands. You've been waiting, I feel like, for a while. Maybe you've been on your own and it's time. Good job. Yay, Aries. I love that. So hello, everybody. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. I'm Salena, your verified clairvoyant psychic. I've been reading tarot for 30 years. If you want a personal reading, I will stop the all signs because I timestamp this anyways. So if you pay me, you get precedence because then you're the boss for 20 minutes. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What do we have for my Taurans? That's me, Taurus Moon. Whoop, whoop. Exalted Moon. I'm still waiting to feel that exaltation. Okay, so here you're learning about something with your Two of Cups. So you could be trying to date or just looking for one. All right, here we go. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What do we have? Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Family, money, Ten of Pentacles, destiny, legacy. Yes, being faithful to something, moving forward. I feel like you're creating something, wow, that you really love and are attracted to. Well, that came on out, so could it be an Aries Taurus crossover? After being disappointed, you're being led. So got a few more cards on that. At the bottom of the deck, we have you learning a new spiritual path. So White Buffalo Calf Woman is the overall energy for this reading. So it seems to me like you're thinking about your future or your family and how you're going to set it up and being faithful to something that really makes you happy. You're drawn to this person or situation. Although there's been a lot of disappointment, your ancestors are still here guiding you through this. So underneath that, it's like you've been waiting for it to come in. You've been at a crossroads. You have a lot of memories and you're trying to go with the flow and use your intuition. So Taurus, I feel like you've been faithful to something for a long time here, but there's been a lot of disappointment and it could be around your family situation. So we have Leo coming up, Pisces energy, but I see that your ancestors are definitely here trying to help you. So I'm going to read this from the guidebook of the Dreamscape Oracle because I want to know exactly. So the message for this is it's time to restore harmony to your world. Be mindful of the spirituality in your life. Well, I don't know if you're not a spiritual practitioner or you don't consider yourself that. Spirit is saying it's time because your ancestors want you to awaken. So White Buffalo Calf Woman is a part of the indigenous Lakota of the Turtle Island in the U.S. And she is attributed for bringing a whole new way of dealing with the land and spirituality to the people. So I guess she just appeared on a white buffalo calf. She was like a ball in the sky. I love it. So it's time to be mindful of your spirituality. If you don't have it, then you need to get it. Then you need to get it. So message, praise the day, know you're on the right path. So you're on the right path. Your ancestors are here. They're guiding you. They want you to know that they got you. And maybe you need to go a little deeper into spiritual practices or be careful what you're thinking. So this message is summon the strength to help study your spirit. Listen to your intuition. So the strong message of intuition here, Taurus, about you listening to your intuition and making sure that you are following it properly. Because you might have been disappointed by what you were attracted to in the past. That's what I feel like. So maybe in the past you were attracted to something that made you really happy, ended up disappointing you. And Spirit is saying you have this chance to change and study yourself. So let your intuition guide you. I like that, Taurus, because Tauruses are very intuitive. Super intuitive if they listen. If they listen not to their ego. Well, that's everybody, isn't it? Okay, let's get a card for the solar eclipse energy for Taurus. If we all don't listen to our ego, we'll be okay. If we just listen to the higher self. Dharma wheel. Yeah, you're going through karma. Karmic lessons, peer pressure, and moral codes. Interesting. That's interesting. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe you haven't been listening to your higher self. And Spirit's saying, it's time. So it says, let the wrap of cloth untwine, let the thought flow with breath. So this is Ascension Master Lady Lakshmi. Your sacred crystal is a garnet. So get a garnet. Where's my garnet? It's over there by Elvis. Your affirmation is, I control my thoughts and feelings. I act with integrity and grace. And I feel like that's what these cards are about. Both of these are like, you need to find what makes you truly happy in order to get yourself in alignment with your Ten of Pentacles. So it says, when the Dharma wheel spins, so there's the Dharma wheel, you will be provided with pathways that lead to personal truths. Finding yourself in compromising situations with questionable people or intentions will only add more weight to your Dharma scale. Lies and secrets will be revealed now. Honor your agreements. Be wary of unsolicited advice of those who wish to gossip about others. Seated on a sacred lotus, Ascension Master Lady Lakshmi questions your morality and ethics. All right, Taurus. All right, Shirley, are you questioning your Maybe you're questioning who you're hanging out with. I mean, it's not you. Maybe it's the people you're around. Challenges to your integrity are revealed with the risk of theft and deceit, personal robbery, and damage to a personal or business interest. Beware of your surroundings and social environments. Dressed in red and surrounded by white elephants, Lady Lakshmi influences luck in business and prosperity. Reduce your exposure to negative social settings. Well, that sounds like Taurus will do that. Even if only short term, including volatile atmospheres and high energy events. Balance your dharma by seeking personal truth without compromising integrity. So that's pretty deep. So even if it's not you, it's like who you're hanging out with. Like I had that the other day. I told you guys yesterday, like an acquaintance of mine was telling me, and I'm like, I gotta draw the fucking line at sex tourism. Like I can't support this. And I was like, leave. Go away. We're not talking right now. Like I gotta really evaluate why I'm hanging out with somebody who wants to fucking go to Colombia because the prostitutes are cheaper. Like that's not who I want in my life and my energy. I don't know how I ended up in the conversation in the first place, you know? So as a Taurus moon, that resonates for me. I try not to be judgmental, but I want to protect others. So I'm not condemning the prostitutes or Colombia, condemning the person who wanted to go there and take advantage of that bullshit to harm others. And I think he's a white man and he has a lot of privilege. And so I don't think he realizes what the fucking sex industry actually is. It's mostly sex trafficked girls and boys and drug addicts who have, or people that have extreme poverty and they have no way to get out. It's not like people are like, oh, I love this. This is liberating. But like, no, fucking no. Just the no. So for me as a Taurus moon, I had to say no. No. Do not go to Colombia. I said, if you want to go have, that, go to Reno. It's fucking legal in Reno. Guess what? There's entire houses dedicated to the sex industry. And he's like, yeah, but that's more expensive. Okay, no, we're done. We're done with this conversation. I cannot abide. The dude does not abide. So I had to move away from that because I could not be like, no. And this is somebody who could easily get laid anywhere for free, but because he's attractive, but because he wants to save money and screw women that look like Colombian women, this is what he's going to do. It's horrible. I can't. Anyways, I'm done. Moving on. Gemini. Gems. How are you, Gemmy? Happy new moon, Aquarius. Probably good. Maybe that's why he's so secretive. Who's secretive? Who's secretive? What are you talking about? Elaborate. He's not secretive. I don't. My pal. He told me a long time ago. Oh, your friend. Oh, you're talking about the read for you. Maybe that's it. Maybe he doesn't want to. Who knows? But we got to start calling these fucking white patriarchy norms out, bros. We have been like indoctrinated since birth and like pretending it's okay, and it's not okay. It's never been okay. I have never pretended anything for fucking anyone. But now y'all need to get on it. Y'all need to be more like me. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon. Well, isn't that funny how I started talking about the sex industry? the sex trade and sex trafficking. Look what happened. My stream went away. Steve. Okay, give me a second. I haven't done Gemini yet, but isn't that interesting? Conspiracy theories here, because the shit just happens in real time, huh? Yep, you guys, we're run by Zionist pedos. And every platform ever. So hold on, Gemini. Let me get this set up, Gemini. Let me correct it. Okay, well, you'll just have to sit there for a second. You'll just have to stay there. It's funny how that happens, huh? Almost like our evil white overlords don't want us to be free or start to think about how we participate in stupidity of listening to dumb men say dumb things around us. And even knowing them or being friends with them is actually condoning their shitty ass oppressive behavior. And I'm not even on here trying to be about that life. I'm just spitting facts, yo. Like Gemini does, but then runs away from standing behind them. Okay. Gemini, up to you. All right, here we go. Back on it. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. So hopefully you're having a good new moon because it is your close friend Aquarius's new moon. And we are in air sign energy, so don't overthink. Just do. Stop thinking. Do. Okay, whoa, Gemini. Here you came out is the Knight of Swords. Wanting to fight for something that you haven't moved forward in. It's going to take some work here. 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. So you could be going through something at work because you feel like you're not moving forward with something. And that's your energy, Gemini, is the Knight of Swords. Yeah, and you're like, should I keep investing in this? Should I be single? Please help me, ancestor. So Spirit is saying, take the energy to change something. So something in your life, and it could definitely be about work because I have 7, 8, and 9 of Pentacles. So you want to fight for what? For what? Something that hasn't moved forward around work. It could be something you're working on, or it could actually be your money and your work situation. You're wondering if you should keep investing here, or you should just go out on your own, and your ancestors are here telling you, you can change this situation. So turn that frown upside down. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. So there's Aries energy. You could have a new beginning with an Aries. It's just about your new beginning, either with work or, you know, I don't see any cups here. This isn't giving a relationship, but this may be what a relationship is for Gemini. No cups and just whatever this is. I have no idea. So there's Hangman energy. You've been illuminating around something regarding a prophet or prophecy that you see, and someone whose memory never goes away. Wow, so it's pretty intense. So we do have your new beginning, and this is a great time to manifest it, Gemini. So if you're looking for a new job, I'd say get to work on it, right? If you're not making the money that you wanted in the work that you currently have, Spirit is saying your ancestors are with you to make this change so that you can stand on your own and be more successful. So you're 1 pentacle away from the 10 of Pentacles. So I like this, Gemini. It's basically saying that you have this freedom and you have this ability to change it, because that's what the Sun Bear is. It's your ancestors giving you the support. So if you're not happy at work, or if you're not happy with some project that you've been working on, Spirit, it's like, all right, time for you to stand on your own and get more money. So something's not been moving forward, Gemini, and it's time for you to fight for it, right? Bring out that Knight of Swords energy. That's what you're best at, playing devil's advocate, using that sword of your Mercury power to fight for what you want. So Spirit's saying they got your back. Time to work on something, invest something. I don't know if you're single, if you want to be single. Something about independence. All right, and here is your solar eclipse card for Gemini. Ooh, the cosmic wave. Yeah, ride the cosmic wave, Gemini. New friendships, preparation, and custodians. And there we have a fire mandala. So she's beautiful. Fire mandala. So get the fire in your ass and change the thing that you know that you want to change, because so far it's not giving you what you want. It's not giving. Whatever you've been working on, whether that's actual work or your money situation or just perhaps a relationship or a project, has not been going forward. So Spirit is saying, we've got you. Needs to happen here for this to change. So card number 9 is the cosmic wave. And this is the Ascended Master Kuthumi. The picture of this lady, I guess. I don't know who that is, but it says the world is at your feet. Explore the earth around you with new appreciation. Wow. So no wonder it went from 7, 8 to 9, because the world's at your feet, Gemini. So your sacred crystal is a Herkimer diamond. Affirmation is my frequency rises in perfect resonance. I accept this integration with love. That's beautiful. This new integration, this new beginning. So spiritually cosmic waves symbolize divine illumination of energetic vibration. Light is fractal with different wavelengths aligning to different energy centers of the body, embodying the presence of divine wisdom, enlightenment, and magical connections. The Earth's Ascension Keeper Kuthumi, okay, I guess she's the Ascension Keeper, oversees the cosmic transference through the Earth's sacred light keepers. Okay, I read these things. These are a lot of white people shit, but that's fine. Sometimes that's a great message. Ascension Master Kuthumi requests that you clear your mind, opening your presence to accept wisdom of the Earth's light keepers. This cosmic wave of pure intelligence is yours to access, but you must examine your energetic receptivity. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe your ancestors have been trying to get through to you, Gemini, and you're not accepting something, and that's why nothing is moving forward. Kuthumi asks you to prepare your physical body so that you may receive divine messages in all their glory, connecting to the cosmic wave through bright colors such as pink, Gemini, pink, green, and blue will amplify your intuitive presence. I feel that. These are very Gemini colors to me. You must examine your receptivity, and your intelligent mind begins to accept these new light frequencies. So it's like an upgrade is here, Gemini, and it's up to you to accept it. So I like that. It's like your ancestors have your back, but are you accepting their help? Are you listening to their advice? Because you have this new beginning here. Yeah, after some sort of a balance has been achieved. What else for Gemini? Oh, there's your energy again. Maybe you're like, it's not here because I didn't get it the way I wanted. Nope, that's not true, Gemini. It's just something needs to change a little bit. Something needs to change. Ooh, something about you feeling left out in the cold with the soulmate who made a judgment call to cut you off. So it could have Aquarius. There you are. There's Gemini. All right, so moving forward to Cancer and all my Cancerian babies. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Where are my fellow Krabby Patties? Krabbies. No, there's only 3 people here. Oh, I bet they're going to stop the algorithm because they heard me say, the bots heard me say sex workers, sex industry, pedophiles, and guess what? The stream slows down. We know how this works, kids. We know how this works, kids. If you say nothing and do bad things, you will become the next Beyonce. If you stand up for what's right and tell the truth, then, well, then they'll do their best to either kill you, marginalize you, or keep you in suffering. But I'm none of those things, so good lucks. Good lucks. All the white light workers, like, good lucks. I tell you, I've been talking like Toki, Wartooth, and Squizgar Squizelf recently. How's it going? Welcome. Does that say Pinonix? Skinopic? Skinopin? Skinonip. Skinonip. I don't know what that means, your backward words. Pinonix? I just see skin onip. Interesting. Okay, Cancer. Where are my Cancers at? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, my fellow Krabby Patties. My fellow intuitive water babies. We get a bad baby rap, but some of them are babies. A baby. Here we go, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What we got for you under this new moon in Aquarius, which is kind of an odd match, but I was thinking the other day about how many Aquarius friends I have that I'm like really love. Moon. Well, there we go. There you are. What's unknown? We're in the new moon. Yes, Spirit. Judgment. Causing conflict. Dirt, dirt, dirt. You don't know about the judgment causing conflict for your new beginning. Wow. Well, we've got more. That's what I heard. Skinonip. That was backwards. Pinonix is skinonip. Okay, Cancer. We have 3 major arcana, and should I stop there? You have this new woe that you've manifested. Whoa. The artist is about you writing down. So this is either time for you to do this, Cancer, because apparently this new moon is very powerful for you. And as I said that, the wind just picked up outside. So write down what you want to manifest for your new beginning. So we have Aries energy here, Cancer, Pisces, conflict, and a judgment. So there's some new beginning that you're taking off that's caused a lot of conflict that you don't know about, or your judgment is making conflict and it's time to manifest. And here we have your happiness at the bottom. I don't feel like you give a shit. Cancer's in their villain era, you guys. So those of us have been on a long healing path. It's like, why have I been listening to anyone but me when you guys are clearly all pieces of crap? So yeah, no more caring or holding back from what? From heartbreak. Because what? Writing, lovers, choice, marriage. It could be around a marriage or a divorce because we have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords here. Something that stressed you out, someone else. I don't know. I'm not feeling Cancer's feeling too stressed in this. I think you stress someone else out. Your judgment is creating conflict for somebody else. Maybe that was trying to make something. But you're like, no. Or maybe somebody else's heartbreak. Somebody else held back in it and it broke your heart. So you had to, make this decision to move forward, to be more stable. Yeah, and this is stress someone out. You did your shadow work already and you balanced out some shit. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is the feeling I get. There's conflict here about a judgment for a new beginning that you've already manifested or are manifesting. And if you haven't, hey Taz, how are you, babe? And Cancer, if you haven't manifested it, you're manifesting it right now in this new moon. So some of you are literally have the pen and paper in your hands right now. The new moon peaks at 7 a.m. on Tuesday if you're on the East Coast. Wait, East Coast? I'm on the West Coast of the East Coast. So now is your time. So you're putting you first and you're doing the thing. You're putting you first. Hey, Taz, smiling at my haters. Exactly. Like, I'm good. It's fine. Things are fine. Like, no worries here. Okay, what's this card we have? Oh my God, you're ascending. Just like, who else had the ascension flame? It was the Aries? Yeah, so Aries energy. Didn't we say that the 4 cardinal signs now? Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries are just not giving any fucks. Like now that Aries is in Neptune, we're like, all right, we're ascended. We learned the hard lessons. Now we got to pull the rest of the zodiac along with us. And if they're not coming with us, they better gonna watch out. You fix signs, think you're tough. You ain't meant nothing until a cardinal sign's running your ass over, because we have the power of all of that, right? So you're ascending here, Cancer. I love it. Liberation, a sense of greater purpose, and high expectations. Yes, Cancers have high expectations. People do be complaining about that. I think, like, Taz, that's why Cancer and Capricorn are sister signs and like perfect for each other, maybe in the sense of romance if they were to get together, because Capricorn wants the best and understands that Cancer does too, though Capricorn maybe doesn't express it in the same way. They're a little more chill about it, whereas Cancer's like, give it to me now. I can't do it without it. All right, I can confront anything before me is your affirmation. I'm a powerful beacon of light. This is the sense I get. Your judgment around people's, conflict with your new beginning is not of your concern. Sacred crystals, cacoxenite, and your affirmation is be all that you can be despite your perceived misgivings, grow knowledge over power. Says Ascended Master Seraphis Bay is guiding you through a challenging experience. Deliberate attempts by others to engage in emotional responses or gaslighting will only prove you've moved on from the past. Interest in ancient symbols, hieroglyphs, and ancient Egyptians, pyramids, and astrology are all significant as you get ready to ascend and let energy of the old go. Begin and continue your ascension with self-improvement. Yeah, so you're definitely ascending, Cancer. And this is your, I don't like this particular Cancer. Yeah, they're rough. Yeah, you can ask a question. Listen, all signs have fakeness somehow, don't they? Yeah, Taz, go ahead and drop your question. Everybody does. I'm not saying all Cancers look. Are you kidding me? They're fucking usually mostly nuts. But I'm not. I spent 20 years proving. What year are we at now? No, 30 years, bitches. I started my spiritual path at 17 when I got emancipated. I got emancipated legally, moved out on my own, started dating a sorcerer wizard type. He introduced me to paganism and many other of the esoteric religions, and then I started my own path. So for 30 years, I've been looking. I found my path at 22, so it's 5 years of solid religious searching. Really wanted to be a Christian because that was the easiest or most accessible, but that Jesus is like, bro, this is not. Jesus is like, bro, this is not. No, I'll see you in the other side. You don't even know. All right, do you have a question, Taz, before we move on to Leo? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. So please hit the like button, everybody, and subscribe. This helps the algorithm. You may not want a personal reading. You may think I'm crap, but somebody out there needs a real psychic and clairvoyant, and I'm it. Probably nobody else on here right now doing the same that actually has powers. So, what's your question, sweetie? Before I go to Leo. I'm a very mellow Cancer, high-strung Gemini. Yeah, if it can make it work. I'm pretty mellow. I have a Taurus moon, though. But then I have that Scorpio rising, which is not mellow. So, but I got a Virgo Mars, which is very mellow and clear. So that's like half a dozen and one. The unmellow parts of my chart are my Leo and Sagittarius. I've got 2 Saggy placements and 2 Leo placements. So, Tazzy, you got a question, babe? Well, drop it. All right, I'll just wait for it to appear, darling, and then I'll come back to it. So please hit the like button and subscribe. Helps the algorithm, helps people find what they need. So Leo, moving on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I love Leos. We call them my lucky Leos. They're so lucky and beautiful. All right, so something here, something to believe in. So you could be dealing with someone younger, some Piscean energy, apology, or working together to balance something out. Here comes Elvis. So there's Libra energy, there's Piscean energy, but I don't know if you believe that there's equal give and take and balance. Whoa, but you have this gift coming in. So this is springtime. So this is about a renewal and going to the water to purify. Hi, Elvis. Hi, Bubba. He's my true love. I love him so much. He's the number one person. Oh my God, that rabbit. Okay, so, all right, interesting. Leo, this is an interesting read so far because when I'm feeling like, oh God, something unexpected. Yes, so Scorpio energy, speaking of Scorpio energy, there's a tower moment here about this work you've been doing and about where you want to. Now, these two were not together. I didn't put them together. About the work that you want to do with a soulmate to have a new beginning. But it seems like either someone hasn't apologized to balance something out, and maybe you don't believe that it's even possible because there hasn't been equal give and take. But there's a gift around something that's been deceptive or a strategy in order to just go with the flow. So Leo, I feel like this is unexpected for you. So maybe in the past, you've only been dealing with dishonest people or people who weren't telling the truth or they weren't doing equal give and take. And a part of you just believed, well, this is just the truth. that either I overgive or people just don't have enough to offer me. And this is the balance. And this is how I'm going to live my life. That's what I feel like I'm hearing. And then there's this unexpected change in this new moon energy, which is the opposite of you, right? We're in the Aquarius moon. They're opposite of Leo. And this is the gift coming in so that you can renew your faith after having a lot of strategy of people that were lying, cheating, and stealing. And now it's time to go with the flow. So this is actually pretty good. I just feel like this is your chance to do this work, right? To believe in love and new beginnings. Wow. Maybe something really needed to change when it came to your spirituality, that you've been on a break. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. But I feel like you are re-guided back to something that you stopped having faith in. Something that you stopped having faith in, Leo. Okay, Taz, let me answer that question. Let me get the I'm gonna get a Sacred Light Oracle here with for Leo. So there's a solar eclipse. So this is shocking to you for some reason. I don't think that you thought this was ever gonna happen. Yeah. So maybe someone's gonna apologize to balance shit out. Maybe it's gonna be a Libra. And this is a gift, a renewal after a lot of bullshit, a lot of strategy, a lot of deception. Now it's time to go with the flow. Okay, I'm into it. I'm into it, Leo. Are you into it? Oh my God, look at this lady again. Didn't we just have that for, who said that for Taurus? No, Gemini. Who do we have that for? Listen, when I channel, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But it says new friendships, preparations, and custodians. And this is about your light body. So something in your light body is being activated. I feel like love activates our light body. So it could be in terms of romance, since we do have this Piscean card of the Page of Cups. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting a bunch of hiccups, which is like a download. Hi, Sophia. How are you? Please hit the like button and subscribe, sweetie. And I'll answer your yes or no. So I'm going to do that now because I'm doing Taz. So I'll do a few yes and no. So if you guys have a yes and no, hit the like button, subscribe. I can see when they go up because I have my studio open. It says the world is at your feet, Leo. Explore the earth around you with new appreciation. Ascension Master Kuthumi asks you to clear your mind, opening your presence to accept the wisdom of the light. Cosmic wave of pure intelligence is yours to access, but you must examine your energetic receptivity. Maybe you haven't been open to this previously. Maybe somebody wanted to apologize, like a Libra, but you're like, no, I don't want to hear it because of this or somebody or something. Kuthumi asks you to prepare your physical body so you receive divine messages in all their beautiful glory, connecting to the cosmic wave through bright colors. Sacred crystals are Herkimer diamond. Affirmation is my frequency rises in perfect resonance. I accept integration with love. Well, this is you accepting something with love. Maybe that's it. Maybe someone has never apologized to you, Leo, and they never gonna fucking do it. And you're like, well, that's fine. You know, I don't, you know, I've got to balance this out on my own. And maybe this is shocking. Maybe you were waiting and waiting and waiting for something to change. And you're just like, you know what? It's not going to happen. So I'll just balance this shit out on my own and renew myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka or whatever, because I can't stand the lying and I just want to go with the flow of life and realize, you know, I can tell when someone's lying and I'm going to let it go. Because there's like a little third eye here on the tower, almost like you've known about something. Yeah, maybe someone at work or something. But then we have the soulmate energy. So, all right, take it as it resonates, Leo. But you got to open yourself up if you want to accept it. So I'm going to go ahead and answer your questions now, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I've been reading tarot for 30 years. Even if you don't want a personal, it's good for other people to find the channel because there's a lot of fakes everywhere. I say on YouTube, but bitch, I'll go to these psychic fairs here in Florida. Florida's special. And none of those people are psychic. There was one dude at a whole huge psychic fair that I could tell had actual powers. And the other 6 white lady boomers that were reading tarot did not. And the lady that was reading auras did not. Like, none of it. I was like, wow, this is not giving. This is not giving you've done any spiritual work in our... Well, here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Taz are Key and Antonio still talking negative. Haters be hating. Spiritual guides and ancestors of Taz are people still talking about... Are Key and Antonio still talking about Taz? Why are men talking about a woman behind your back? Okay. I saw it's conceivable and this fell out right on it. What's going on? And yeah. So yes, I'm sorry that they are. And what? I don't understand. No one should talk about anybody if they ain't got something to say to their face. All right. And remember, gossip, when you go around gossiping and talking negative about people, the repercussion of that, karmically speaking, is that no one's ever going to listen to you in your future lives. because you're always talking some smack about somebody. So you're unreliable, proving yourself to be a gossip and insecure, because why are you talking about other people? And 2, you're going to be fucking ugly in a future life, because your voice and your words or your speech create the next world that you are in. Why am I so beautiful? Because I was a singer and I made offerings and I spoke the Dharma. That's why my face looks like a goddess. Sorry. Hashtag not sorry. So keep ugly tongues shut. That's what I'm saying. All right, here we go. Sophia. Are you still here, Sophia? Sophia may have lost. People aren't a big fan of my don't talk smack. Don't talk smack and talk. I don't talk smack because I just tell you to your face. This is why I'm not very popular. Because I love everybody equally. Don't mean I put up with their stupidity. I give people lots of chances. Cancers are very kind, but we're in our villain era now. We're tired of listening to you dumbasses. This one is anyways. You're welcome. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Will Sophia get a job soon? So here we go. Will Sophia get a job soon? Whoa, that flew out crazy. Maybe. Sophia, I think you need to up your ante. Last time I looked for a regular job, or like a supplemental job, because I have my own business, I think I had to put out like 60 resumes before I got one. So keep on. This is, we just need to end capitalism. How about that, you guys? How about we take all of our energy and overthrow the government in the US and end capitalism and take back the means and bust open the ICE detentions and learn how to fucking grow food? Like, there's so many better alternatives to the way we're living now, and somehow just accept as the way it is, even though it's only like a 400-500-year-old system of oppression. Actually worse than feudalism, because at least with feudalism you could keep some of your shit. With feudalism you could keep the overstock of the food that you farmed. So serfs were like little slaves of the land, okay, but they at least had some land and property, and they had the stuff left over, and then there was the commons, so then everyone could come and enjoy. So what's going on, kids? All right, moving on to Virgo. And if you don't know history, it's time to start reading. Sun, as my Virgo Mars says, it's time to start reading a book. Pick one up. There are many. If you don't like heavy books about, with a lot of bibliography pages in the end, then read Caliban and the Witch. It's the story of how the commons was closed and how capitalism began in Europe. It's not a heavy read. It's not a deep read. It does have a lot of, footnotes and citations, but it's easier to read than like heavy history books. All right, so moving on. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Virgo. What do we have? Oh, Virgo. You're coming out of Hangman with something. This could be dealing with the Pisces. Wow. Regarding your Ten of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So you're coming out of something. So that could be you wondering where you're going to invest next after some sort of shocking situation. So there's a Tower card about someone or something being deceptive. Didn't we have the Silky last time in the full moon with you? Someone or something being deceptive. And we have the Artist. This is about you manifesting. Okay, Virgo, we have this new moon energy. The Artist is the card of someone who is writing down what they want to manifest, seeing the vision in the future. That is Hermes. He is the, he's definitely like a Mercurian deity. You're also ruled by Mercury, so I think it's time for you to write down, maybe write someone that you're very attracted to. So this is about a light and following your path to freedom and liberation. Ooh, that you want equal gift to take with for the Queen of Wands. Oh, that you're obsessed with. Okay, he or she could be a Capricorn or an Aries, because you want this new beginning. So Virgo, it's pretty clear here. You've been in Hangman long enough. You're coming out of it regarding a situation. I feel like this is you with your love life. And you've been wondering, should I invest? And now there's something shocking that's happening in this new moon for you. So Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, and something deceptive. So watching out. Maybe someone that you know has been deceptive. Maybe you've been deceptive with your feelings. Something isn't what it seems. Maybe it's not deceptive, but the Selkie card is all about something fooling you from far away. Something from far away looks like it's not when we get there. So let me read the actual message for the Selkie, because I don't remember exactly the words, but I know something being deceptive. Someone. So this says, feeling like your freedom is compromised. There's a loss of self-control. Wow. I'll read this. In Scottish mythologies, Selkies were shape-shifting creatures who can change to human by shedding their skin. Myths say that if a man finds a female Selkie's discarded skin, they can marry the Selkie while she's in her human body. Scary. That sounds like sex trafficking, enslavement. The man hides the skin, trapping her. Okay, well, great. Patriarchy everywhere. Yay. Trapping women, even mythological ones. The only way for a Selkie to receive her freedom is to find and take back her skin. Male Selkies are unusually handsome and lure women to them. They are also where they get the myths of the merfolk. So this is about like a mermaid. Feeling like your freedom is compromised. There's a loss of self-control. So interesting. Maybe this is it. You don't have any freedom. You feel like something is compromised, and Spirit is saying it's time to write down the plan so that you can have equal give and take here with this Queen or King of Wands. That is either being a devil or that you're obsessed with. So take that as it resonates, Virgo, and let me know. You're no longer in elimination. Something was not what it appears. And now you're wondering, should I invest? Because this is not what I thought. I feel like my freedom is compromised. Well, figure it out. Here we go. What is the card for the solar eclipse? Woo! That flew for Virgo. Divine creation. Ooh, I like this. It says acceptance, personal commitments, and euphoria. Ooh, I like that. That's a very different message, isn't it? I like that one way better than the Selkie. But the overall energy for the reading, Virgo, is the artist. So this means you can create whatever you want. You can manifest what you need. I feel like you need to be fair about what this energy is trying to present to you. It says making magic. This is the Ascension Master Isis right here, I guess. This is Isis, even though she's pretty pale to be Isis. Making magic is an act of divine love. Divine love is divine creation. Okay, so this definitely has to do with love, because here's your 10 of Cups. So it could be someone you're married to, or you want to marry, or you consider this. Or I feel like this is you. Your 10 of Cups. Where are you going to invest after something shocking? So you might feel like investing in a relationship with this person is going to lose your freedom, but Spirit is saying that's not the case. You can actually manifest what you want in this situation. Sacred crystal is an emerald. Affirmation, I am safe sharing my vulnerability with others. Well, maybe that's it. You've been scared of being vulnerable about something, Virgo. It says divine creation is boundless. It can transform your life into one of peace and joy. Yeah, because that's the feeling that I have. There's actually peace and joy here, but something about it seems quite restrictive to you. Divine love is intense and overwhelming, often leaving a person momentarily euphoric while cultivating the divine awakening. Wow. So maybe you met somebody or something that you didn't plan on meeting because you're like, damn, I know I was going to meet this person so soon. This is shocking because I really want to invest into this situation, right? But I feel like I'm losing my freedom if I invest because I just got out of something. Well, I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. But if you just got out of something toxic and you want something amazing, then it's time to manifest it, Virgo. It says, under the wings of Ascension Master Isis, her aura can resurrect the spirit of your life with more love. This is very love. All right, 10 of Cups. This is about love. The magic of her presence is automatically uplifting, protecting those who seek her wisdom and guidance. Ascension Master Isis asks you to release your feelings of guilt, mistrust, vulnerability, and betrayal. Maybe that's it. Maybe showing yourself, Virgo, feels too exposing, but I don't know. You're going to lose this thing if you don't. Old relationship wounds, abuse, and violations of personal rights have stopped you from embracing yourself fully. Understanding your personal needs on such an intimate level requires a attitude. Reevaluate your circumstances after professional assistance. So this card is saying get therapy, Virgo, because you have true love here, all right, and something that wants to help you open up, and you need to accept it, and it's going to be euphoric and beautiful, and that you really do want to invest with this person or situation. And maybe you were deceiving yourself, or someone else in your past that was deceptive has stopped you from moving forward and turning this guy upright. So that was a lot there, Virgo. I got pretty intense messages about that, like something about you feeling very euphoric and in love and very attracted to someone or something, but not knowing if you should invest. And the Tower saying if you don't, like, you're deceiving yourself, or maybe you're the deceptive one trying to hide your feelings, or maybe just people in the past have left you scarred. Good luck getting around that one. Have you met humans? They're still working on it. We're still working on it. Rigoberto. What a name. Rigoberto. That is quite a name. That's like what? A combination of several names. Alberto, Roberto, Rigo. I don't understand where the Rigo comes from. Pretty cool. Okay, Rigoberto. Sorry. This is funny to say that. I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of me. So please hit the like button and subscribe. And the next time I'm doing yes and no's, I'll answer your question. But I'm going to move on to Libra. So Libra, whoop, whoop. This is another air sign in our air Moon. So technically, like I said, the moon doesn't peak until 7 a.m. on Tuesday, but new and full moon's like a 3-day thing. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's really like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but still, here we are. You can come back and listen tomorrow. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do we have? Libra. All Libra placements. I got a Libra North Node. A Libra Pluto, but that doesn't count. That's just a generational thing. Who cares? Okay, here we go. Whoa. The word has come out several times today. It came out in Aquarius. It came out in Pisces. I think that's another one. Come out in Gemini. Somebody else had it too. Okay, you need to write your lover. So Gemini's coming out because it came out in Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, or this is about a choice and writing. A memory that you've never forgotten. I'm forgetting my forgotten. I'm Libra, my ex is Pisces. Okay, Libra, this one's for you. Yeah, wow. Here we have something that you haven't forgotten. Capricorn, Gemini coming up strong. What a horrible match. And something that you're obsessed with almost. And your ancestors have been giving you signs. Oh my God, and here we have Libra at the bottom of the deck. Look at these 3 major arcana coming through. Okay, well, this one's for you, Libra, because here you are standing in your power. You're standing in balance, Libra. You literally are the overall energy. I love this, which makes sense because we are in an Aquarius new moon, and that's an air sign. So I see here that you need to write something about a decision that you cannot forget, this Queen of Wands. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, almost that you're obsessed with. There's something very sexy. So these signs, you know, when I read out the signs, Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, it doesn't mean that they're involved. It means that there's the energy of them. And this could just mean a very sexy, feminine, mystique, powerful person who you're very attracted to, right? That you can't forget, because this card is about your ancestors throwing you out signs and synchronicities along the way. Maybe they didn't want you to forget them. Maybe like, hey, we sent this person to you, not for you to run away from, but to embrace. I don't know. Tell me how it resonates. It says, time to undertake a new spiritual pursuit. Ponder the cycle of life and death. The white owl has been a recurring symbol spanning thousands of years. So they're often associated with purity and youthfulness. The white owl embodies all species of the owl's traits. They have extraordinary long range of vision, the ability to see the distance. Owls are messengers that carry communication in and out of portals. So we also, for Cancer, had 3 major arcana, and now we're having 3 major arcana for you, Libra. I told you, according to the astrologers, and I'm not one. I know enough. I've been studying it like for 30 years in like a generic way. I had my first astrology book when I was 16 because I wanted to know about it. So I'm not heavy into it. And, you know, there's a lot about it with white people's shit that I don't fuck with. So anywho, back to you, Libra. You need to write something down about this decision that you certainly cannot forget, this very attractive, powerful person that embodies this Queen of Wands energy, and your spiritual guides have been sending you messages. So it's time to message this person, Libra. That's the message. You need to get on it and balance these scales out. Yeah, balance out the scales here. Oh, so you can have the faithful lover. So Pisces, and be strong, Libra. And this new beginning. So something can change. Whoa. I'm moving these around. Pretty clear message, Libra. I didn't have any coffee today. So if you're like, why is she so tripping on her words? This is what happens when I detox from coffee, which I do. So I'll detox and be off of it, and that's my life, and then I'll get on it again. And when I stay up late, I drink it, and I stayed up late last night, but I didn't drink the coffee. So I'm like, durker. I had a great time. I'm high on endorphins. Here we go. All right, here we go. So what do you have, Libra? What is your solar card? Your solar eclipse card. Oh, it's a cosmic gateway. Dude. So this is your, okay, Libra, this might be the strongest message we've had. I don't know who's a Libra, who I'm reading for. I have a Libra North Node. There's some damn message here that's very strong. This is your portal right now, Libra. You need to write this person that you cannot forget about. It's time. Your spiritual guides have been sending you signs and synchronicities. I don't know if you've been paying attention to them, but the fact you can't get someone out of your head, that says everything. And I don't know why you haven't already resolve this, but it's time to balance it out. It says insecurities, connection with others, and refocusing. Maybe you were trying to forget this person. Maybe you were insecure, or maybe you thought they were insecure. But Libra, now is your cosmic gateway. This is the portal, dude. It says rhodonite. So get a rhodonite crystal. Affirmation, I am my own master. I hold the answers within me. My energy is limitless. Absolutely. So for whatever reason that you were holding back with this person or situation that you haven't been able to forget about, because the elephant's about forgetting and having incredible memory and being guided by your ancestors. Here's about ancestors and signs and synchronicities. Spirit is saying time to go for it. So Ascension Master Yogananda says, balance will restore when the mind is restored. Whoa, Libra. Well, we know how y'all love balance. And y'all been out of balance because you can't forget this person. And again, we have Gemini, Capricorn, Libra here. Maybe you made a choice. Maybe you're like, know what? I'm going to forget you because you're not the right or whatever. And you just couldn't. So then what? Well, then you write about it and you tell the truth. Whatever happens, happens. So Ascension Master Yogananda announces that you are in a time of great personal change and growth. Don't be afraid to start over again or find fresh ways to support the life you want with joy and happiness. If you feel overwhelmed, reduce excessive workloads. Yogananda suggests practicing self-realization as you work through feelings of sadness or melancholy. So challenge yourself to try new things or join a self-help group that aligns with your global or personal interest. This is your portal. This is your gateway. The cosmic gateway or portal that connects you to the universal love is accessible via trance states and meditation. Okay, so there may be some sort of initiation that you're going through here. Maybe, you're finally letting go. So maybe you're like, you know what, I can't forget this person, and if they feel the same, but I have to tell them. Wow, that's deep. That's pretty deep, Libra. This is good stuff, but it's about you taking back your power and following your intuition. Wow. Because this is, wow, you're so attracted to this person. Who is this sexy devil? Maybe a King of Cups, maybe a Queen of Cups. Somebody that you were strategic with or was strategic with you. Yeah, that you had to heal with. Okay, so moving on. All right, Rigoberto, are you still there? I'll answer your question now before we go on to the Scorpios of the world. We love them. You there, Rigoberto? Sorry, I just feel like I keep fucking up your name every time I say it. All right, he's not there. We're moving on. Moving on to Scorpio. Woo. Oh, you're there. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus, North Node, you're next. Hold on, babies. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Rigoberto. So how the yes and no works, guys. So hit the like button and subscribe. Did you do that, Rigoberto? Let me see those go up. Because I have the, whenever you guys subscribe, I can see when it moves on the... Did you hit the like button and subscribe? Get it done, baby. Let me know. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Will Getty come back to Rigoberto? Hello, Rigoberto. Did you do what I asked? This is called energetic exchange. All right, too slow. Moving on. Moving on. If you want to hit the like button and you're on your phone, you hit the dots in the corner, and then there pulls down a little white thing that says, yes, you can, and no, you don't. Hit the like button. Here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Scorpio. Everyone in their best and highest good. Please tell us the message that Scorpio needs in this new moon in Aquarius. Oh, Scorpio, why you all left out in the pinnacles? Maybe this is a part of your initiation. You're crossing through this powerful gate. Oh, this is alchemy, baby. Yeah, you're getting to calmer waters. All right, great. So financially, things could be improving. Oh, because Satan. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Who was your friend? A memory of somebody that you used to know is what I just heard. Oh, lots of oracles here. Oh, boy. Okay, Scorpio. Oh, God. So, hi, Michelle. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. Please hit the like button and subscribe. All right, Scorpio, time to follow your intuition. So we have Cancer, Pisces here, but this is more about you listening to your intuition about someone being deceptive. Whoa. And ending the cycle to do the work of what? Oh, accepting this gift that's coming in to be on your own. Wow. This is good. So underneath here, Scorpio, good things are going to happen. But I feel like this has been a process for you. So being left out in the cold by someone or something, maybe financially, was an initiation. You had to pass through this. So that's what the gateway is. It's a spiritual initiation, crossing through one gateway to get to the next, the promised land that's behind here on the card. And get to calmer waters with the devil. So this could be a Capricorn you're dealing with who wants to celebrate, but something is remembered funny. And then your guides are here encouraging you to do this. So there's something you're going through right now in this new moon energy And spiritually speaking, it was a part of initiation. I feel like this devil person, maybe a friend, because these could be a friend, third party situation. I don't know. Getting to calmer waters, possibly with a Capricorn to celebrate. Or like I said, maybe there was a third party situation, but be careful how you remember this. Okay, because this card, this memory is about how we remember things affects the way that they manifest, and it affects our experience of them. So if this devil person did something to you, tried to put you in a third party situation, if you keep thinking about this, this is going to continue to leave you this way. You have to make the decision. Do I want to move forward with this person and celebrate? Then I need to let go of these bad memories in the past. And your spiritual guides are here to tell you that you can do it. You can let go. You have to see something and learn a new way of being. And using your intuition is strong. Or you have to decide, hey, I don't really want to forgive this very deceptive person. I'm ending this cycle with them and I'm going to be on my own, and that's okay too. But make sure that you're still in this vibrational frequency of understanding this was a part of your path so that you can be free and celebrate. So that's a pretty deep message, actually. Hi, everybody. Hi, Ratika. Hi, Michelle. I don't have enough of Roberto didn't want to subscribe and like, so he left. If anybody wants a reading, I'm opening up the, the table for personal readings. You just have to let me know. The links are in the chat in the description. I'm Salena. I've been reading tarot for 30 years, 30, and Satnin, my magic rabbit, is right next to me. I've been verified as a clairvoyant and a psychic. So moving on, that's my sales pitch. I own my own business, so I'm constantly having to make little commercials for myself. You know how lame that is to have to do every part of it. Yes, it's nice not to have a boss, and I am the whole staff. So Scorpio, what do we have? What is the card from the Sacred Light Oracle for you in this solar eclipse? Okay, this is great. Power of presence. Interesting. A power struggle. Well, I feel like there's been a power struggle between you and this energy, and maybe this is just you. Maybe there's nobody else. It's just you versus you, Scorpio. That sounds very Scorpionic. That's my daily night. It's me versus me and all these lights. Okay, so power presence. A power will unlock your potential and authenticity. Maybe that's what this power struggle was. It was a way for you to let go of your ego and pass through this gate and just like let this devil go. And again, it could be a Capricorn too, or maybe you were the devil. Shit, maybe you're the one out here having. I do hear Scorpios cheat. I don't know. I'm not a Scorpio or a cheater, so I have no idea. But maybe it's been a problem for you to constantly have third-party situations that keep leaving you out in the cold, and you're like, well, why? Why isn't it working out? Or cheating? I don't know. Again, take it as it resonates. I just work here. So it says sinful actions come from greedy souls. Harm none. Whoa, Scorpio. Hello. And that's from, I don't know. Now, see, this is where I'm like, white people are insane. Because this says that that's what Ascension Master Chief Sitting Bull says. Sinful actions. I'm pretty sure he wasn't a Christian and didn't have an association of sin. So I don't know how I kind of possibly said that. So that's why I'm like, take this shit with a grain of salt. Sometimes there's some good stuff here. So sacred crystal is a turquoise. So that's supposed to be Chief Sitting Bull. Affirmations. I am a powerful presence. I am humble and gracious when communicating with others. Says to have power of presence is to hold your heart's confidence in all areas of your life. Those who have power of presence are often charming and inspiring, commanding attention. However, people with presence have the potential to manipulate others who are unsure of their own persona. Whoa. Yeah, don't be a bad cult leader, Scorpio. I think Taurus and Scorpio are like #1 cult leaders worldwide or something because they're charismatic and they believe they're very powerful. And they have, that fixed energy that's like, oh my God. First, it was the talk of pedophile leaders, and I twice got shut down on the stream. So if y'all don't believe in Palantir and the power of the Zionist Israeli government to control every single thing in our life, here you go. Proof in real time, kids, because my internet's fine and I have juice on my phone. So you tell me. You tell me what happened. All right, back to Scorpio. At least that took less time. So Scorpio is saying, be aware of your power and your influence on others because it's important, and get to calmer waters. Maybe you hang out with a group of friends that are wackadoo, and Spirit's saying, use your intuition here because something has been deceptive. Maybe it's been you around your work or something that you're working on, but you have this gift here. I'm gonna put this away because it's too close to lots of pentacles, and you are manifesting a new beginning. So watch out. All right, moving on from Scorpio to Sagittarius. So what do we have? Here. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, like I said before. So let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. And let's also get some. Yeah, Satnin. She's a Scorpio rising. I don't know what her rising is because I don't know her birth time, but I do know she got 3 planets in Scorpio. I can't remember what they are. I think it's like Venus. Is her moon in Scorpio? I think her moon's in Scorpio. Another one. All right. Move this around here before we go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Once you say Sagittarius, you can't ever go back because it just keeps happening. Okay, Scorps, you got it. It's a lot of gate card coming through. So this is interesting as we have the solar eclipse. This gateway energy. We're passing through a gateway, kids. All right, I better hurry up though because I don't know how long the phone is going to hold out. Here we go. Sagittarius. What do we have for you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What is our new moon reading for Sagittarius? Here we go. All right, this is about your 10 of Cups. I love it. Oh, God. Something, though. Ending a cycle. Okay, interesting. Wow. Okay, being on your own has become too burdensome, and your ancestors are here. Wow, this is pretty intense. We have two major arcana, so it's giving me kind of the same. So here you want to explore something. So you're ready to explore. This Page of Wands is your overall energy, Sagittarius. What are you wanting to explore? Well, ending a cycle of being deceptive, either with a deceptive Page of Cups or somebody that has been deceptive. The Serpent, this card is all about an energy that will consume the entire world, and it will never stop consuming. So I don't know if you're obsessed with finding a 10 of Cups or something that has been consuming you, which is ending, so you can be on your... or you can begin something. Maybe you being on your own has been not a good thing, right? And your spiritual guides are saying, okay, it's time to move forward now. So if you've been apart from your 10 of Cups, right? The person in your life that you see, or people in your life, doesn't have to just be one, as something very special, and then ending or starting a cycle. There's a lot of deception in between. So the way that we have this is almost like overburdensome energy. So we have Virgo here. That's the only card that I have as far as major arcana goes, but I feel like this is about you being on your own has become too overburdensome, and now your ancestors are here because you're ready to explore. What? I don't know, after being stuck in your head and disappointed. Yeah, something needs to change. Okay, so Sagittarius, this is a pretty intense message that your love life has been less than satisfactory due to some very intense toxic energy. Now, I would say it could be someone else, but usually the call is coming from the inside, but you have to take it as it resonates. I don't know if you're so used to being on your own, or this is an actual Virgo who's been overburdening you and you want to end a cycle, but it's definitely around something extremely, just these two together. The Serpent in this is like, I can't stop thinking about this. This is consuming my every moment. This person or situation is deceptive, almost like you're obsessed with something. I don't know if it is another sign or if this is just you being obsessed with your love life because you're tired of being alone. But Spirit's saying, slow down now, explore, what you've been juggling in life and why you've been stuck in your head and why you've been disappointed and what you haven't changed regarding your independence. So I think if you've been single for a long time, it's probably because something that you're holding on to that you might be deceiving yourself about. So take that as that resonates, Sagittarius, or vice versa. You've been with someone for a long time and it's time to be single. Because this person is not good for you anyways. Let's not make moral judgments about them, but it's not good for you. Why? Because it is overburdensome and heavy. You can't do this anymore on your own. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're in a marriage. I mean, I see a lot of people complain online that they're single moms when they're married. So why are you with somebody and they don't help you, it makes more problems. I say this all the time. If I would have had children with my ex-husband, I would have had 2 children to take care of. So, going on here that's very overburdensome, and it's like your wisdom is trying to guide you away from these toxic thoughts or feelings, and your spiritual guides are here with you, and it's time to explore something new, even to see, why have I been feeling this way? Why have I been feeling like I'm juggling? Why am I always stuck in my head? Why am I disappointed? Something needs to change. So this is a strong message of change here. So maybe you do need to be single and independent. If you're in a partnership but it feels like you're the only one to work, what are you doing? Or if maybe you're tired of being alone, you're like, man, I'm always tired of doing this. In every relationship I get into, I sabotage it. Why? Because I'm scared of what? I don't know. Find out. So moving forward, what do we have for you, Sagittarius, today? Ooh, we have this one. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. So behind him, we have a double tetrahedron, but this is the violet fire. Transmutation, detoxification, psychic vision, and constant distraction. Maybe that's it. You've been distracting yourself constantly from doing the work of manifesting some higher partnership, right? Like a perpetual bachelorette, which is fine. There's no wrong with that. However, if that's not what you want and you're wondering, why am I unhappy? Well, it's something that you're doing. So this is Ascended Master Saint Germain. The crystal is iolite. Your affirmation is, I am the violet fire. Well, that's a perfect for you because you're a fire sign. My psychic vision is clear. Ooh, I love it. Sensory perceptions speak quickly. Learn their messages with structural balance. Interesting. It says sensory abilities are still being understood on a scientific level. Currently perceived limitations of psychic vision and energetic healing restrict your human potential understanding and communication. Holding the sacred fire, the violent flame of Saint Germain, can easily transmute anxiety and remove and clear negative energy. Well, maybe you've had this, and this is why you haven't been with someone, because you have all this negative energy and you're scared of that affecting someone else. Calling in the flame of the violet fire of Saint Germain can create a path for miracles. Whoa. And awaken hidden abilities that are dormant. If you choose to recalibrate with the violet fire of ascension, you will become more and more attuned to your senses. Ascension Master Saint Germain arrives to assist you in clearing and detoxifying. He suggests that you remove external introduce stimuli. Hello, this stimuli here, you need to get it out. So if you're just like doing something that's disturbing your mental peace, it's time to get rid of it. He suggests that you remove external things, self-indulgence. This is what I feel like. Maybe this is it. You're like, I'm happy on my own. In the meantime, you're just miserable. I don't know. Or maybe you say you're happy with this person, but they're making you miserable. So take it as it resonates. Self-indulgence will only distract you from understanding what you currently need, placing a fog over your inner vision. Constant distractions deter you. Yeah, so it's like, explore what are these constant distractions, Sagittarius? Why is it like you're stuck in your head? What's going on here? Why are you disappointed? Something's happening. If you're unhappy, I used to say this in my meditation classes. Anger is like a loud siren. Anger, disappointment, anything, telling us there's something wrong. If we just ignore it and just go, watch TV or smoke a joint or whatever without actually addressing why we're unhappy, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse because you're just avoiding the actual path to freeing yourself from negativity. So Sagittarius, I feel like this is a strong message of, okay, time to take a look at something, whether that's a marriage or a relationship you're in that's making you unhappy, or if it's you just being on your own, constantly distracting yourself and you're not really satisfied with that life, even though you think you are, that's also a clue. So let me know. Some toxic habits, some negativity here that's like holding you back. And it could be in a marriage or a union that you already have. Alrighty. So finally, we're at Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. This is the last one because I started with Aquarius. How long have we been on here? It's pretty good. 90 minutes, an hour and a half. It's quick. We're flying through it, Satnin. Yeah. Yes, baby girl. Okay, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Hi, my Cappies. Where you at, Cap? Where you at? I'll turn my fan on again. Air came on for a second, then went off. It's only like 72 outside, but like Florida is always crazy, which is really breezy today and beautiful. So that's nice, but it's never what it says it is. So when it's like 70 in Florida, it's actually like 80. Except that when it says it's 50, it actually feels like it's 40. Okay. Okay, Capricorn, you're healing something. You're choosing to end a tough cycle. So it could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with, but I feel like this is going to heal, or you're being guided to choose it, because this Two of Wands, he's not choosing anything. He's like, wands, decisions, what? Tough cycles. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or maybe we have a cusper I'm reading for, Aquarius, Capricorn, cusp. Oh yeah, something that you're very attracted to. Oh my God, speaking of Aquarius, oh my God, this is a lot. I didn't want all this. Okay. Too many cards here for you. You got two major arcana, one of healing and being a star, and one of being an empress. So that's Aquarius, Taurus, Libra. But what I see is that it's time to make the decision to heal something that you've been super attracted to, but is very bad for you. The Luna math is all about being attracted to what burns us, right? A moth to a flame. So that you can move forward, putting your head over your heart, possibly with Aquarius, with strong Aquarius energy. These are the 2 cards of Aquarius. Moving forward with your head over your heart to be the Empress and be on the lookout for something else. So you're ending some sort of toxic cycle with someone or something that you were super attracted to, but you need to move forward and put your head over your heart. Or, because I feel like this is you and your power, this is about your mom or some other Empress in your life that you had to cut out in order to move forward with your life and to heal, right? So this is the overall energy. Healing something toxic that you had to cut out and either looking for someone else to work with you, or someone else is watching you. Private eyes are watching. You could have an Aquarius or an air sign watching you. Yeah, the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. He's the most reliable knight in the deck, but also the slowest. Dude takes forever, but he's the one you want there because he's going to be the most reliable. It's Earth sign energy. Who wants you to learn a new spiritual path and way of being, because maybe you have your hand in too many things right now and something needs to change. Yeah, from far away, and a decision that you've been at to get justice here. Okay, so Capricorn, we got a lot going on. Basically, I feel like the cards are saying you need to heal this tough cycle so that you can move forward. Put your head over your heart. It doesn't matter who's watching you, because you're going to stand in this Emperor/Empress energy, and you've got your eye on it. You know what's going on. So you're knowing something. I don't know why this is here. Maybe it's because it's taken a long time to either realize this or for other people to see that you know. You know what you know. Maybe it's taken a long time for you to realize someone or something is just a dead end. Because that's almost like what I feel like with this. Like 2 wands that nobody's touching, a 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and then this Luna Moth. This is a dead end. So you need to heal it. Maybe being with the star person is a dead end. Maybe it is an Aquarius. And so you need to move forward from them as your Empress or Emperor energy and keep your eye out for the future. All right, I'm going to leave that there, Capricorn. You let me know what's going on. So now we have, whoa, let me get a Sacred Light Oracle card here for the solar eclipse. What's happening? Oh, there we go one. Ooh, a Cathedral of Light. Stubborn attitude. Not Capricorn. Stubborn attitudes. Well, Taurus is very stubborn. Extending the olive branch and artistry. What's going on? Did you get in a fight with somebody here and it ended it? Ended a conversation? Ended a friendship? That's why you have 5, which is the number of conflict. And the Cathedral of Light. So I guess this is Ascended Master Athena. Isn't she the Greek goddess of war or something? Beauty may shine first, but light will shine the brightest. Oof. Sacred crystals of Danburite. Affirmation, my light is radiant. My body removes toxins with ease and comfort. I love that, Capricorn. So it says, the Grecian beauty and green ray Lady Master Athena directs those who choose to enter to purify, recharge, and illuminate the areas that have been previously hidden. Initiating this energetic dispersion refracts remnants of dense lower energy. Ascended Master Athena asks you to embrace your inner warrior. Extend your olive branch before you defend your territories. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe you had an ending with someone that you're really attracted to, right? And now you're choosing, okay, I'm going to move forward. I'll take this slowly, but I'm going to extend the olive branch. Lower energies and thought forms that have become a constant disruption to your everyday routines must be attacked head on. So this says a cathedral is a large and beautiful place of worship filled with beauty and stained glass. A cathedral of light, as you might imagine, filled with glorious colors, harvesting and purifying the negative energies. Through the void, the Cathedral of Light is accessible through meditation. Sorry, this is like a Cathedral of Light you make with your mind, right? Basically going to this higher place and bringing new life beliefs to the front. So don't be stubborn. I'm telling you, Capricorn, not to be, telling you, Earth sign, not to be stubborn. Don't be stubborn. Maybe someone's going to extend an olive branch to you. They've been watching you. Someone that you cut off? Who wants to move forward? Let me know in the comments. Who is this person? What's going on here? And maybe they want a new beginning. So that's what we have, kids. Those are our new moon predictions for all signs. Like I said, I won't be around tomorrow, so I couldn't come on tomorrow. And then Tuesday I wanted to do the because we have a new moon, we have a solar eclipse, and we have the year of the horse, and I'm the year of the horse. So I thought, should I do the all signs year of the horse predictions, or should I do the 12 astrological lunar, the Chinese astrology? Like, here are the predictions for the year of the horse, here are the predictions for the year of the sheep, and so on. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. We'll see what the holy beings say. But that's what we have for today. Whoop, whoop. I even thought about like the way that the Chinese astrology corresponds to Western astrology. Like, I think the horse is like an Aries, or is it a Gemini? I think the dragon is like a Gemini, an Aries, and some other thing. The three most powerful symbols in the Chinese astrology are the horse, the dragon, and the tiger. I feel like I can attest to that. and somehow that relates to like something else. I can't remember. Anyways, moving on. Brain farts. Okay. What do we have next for the full moon? So we have full moon in Leo. So the next full moon would be in Virgo with Pisces. Is that right, guys? Yep. So now the floor is open. Like I said, I have not had coffee. I'm on my coffee detox, so my brain doesn't work as it works as well, but the mouth brain connection not work as well. A little slower. But when I go work out, it'll be different. I'm a Cancer. Cancers work in like times of day and periods of the day. Like I can wake up one way and then by the end of the evening, before I go to bed again, totally different Cancer. Literally, how the moon is, where it's going, if it changes in that day. So we went into the Aquarius moon overnight. All right, so now we're in Aquarius new moon energy. And Cancers really do change. Like our energy changes. Like what I start with is not always what I end up with. Don't ask me why. It's because we're the dualistic signs. The dualistic signs. Hi, Leo. Nice to meet you. I don't know what that means, but if you would like a yes and no, please hit the like button. So yes and no is free for all my subscribers. Just hit the like button and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, the links are in the chat and the description. I don't give out free readings. No actual psychic or tarot reader gives out free readings. That doesn't happen. If you're getting a free reading, it's not from someone who has any powers, but maybe they're good at reading cards. That doesn't matter. Like, again, you can read tarot. Anybody can fucking read tarot. All you have to do is memorize the meaning of the cards. It depends on where you get your information. I've read several books, and so first thing I memorized was the numbers and the meanings. And my memory is impeccable, though. I've met very few people with a memory like me. Countless lifetimes of memory text that I had to recite in front of my preceptors for 6 hours at a time. That'll make you have a good memory. All right, please hit the like button and subscribe. Hi, Jefferson. Hi, Lego. So let me know when you hit the like button and subscribe because I can see when they go up. Okay, awesome. Let me check here. I always check before I go on. I'm like, what is the subscriber count? And then I check the numbers because I had people come in and doing weird things. I don't know why you would want to lie to a high priestess, but you know, that's your karma, not mine. That's your karma, not mine. All right, hold on. Well, listen to the wind. Any way the wind blows. I don't even really like that band so much. I mean, they're okay. Fleetwood Mac, I've got nothing against them. I personally have no problems with them, but they're not like one of... Alrighty, dears. Okay. Let me put this away. Let me answer your question. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Galindo. I see it's Galindo. Gosh, I hope your girlfriend's not cheating on you. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Galindo, the Leo. Is Galindo's girlfriend cheating on them? So how the yes and no works is all the cards are in the upright. If it comes out in reverse, I know it's reverse of that. David, whatever. So, weather permitting. So what's the weather like? I would say this is what I'm getting. This is a funny answer, but what it means is when you and your girlfriend are official, then she's not cheating. When you break up and have little spits and spats, then she may go outside, but you probably do too. So she's as faithful as you. She's as faithful as you. So weather permitting means like, okay, probably not within the boundaries of, hey, we're in a relationship now. But you know how those couples in like college and high school, or maybe even their 40s or 50s or whatever, they like get together and they break up and they get together and like, well, we were broken up, so I didn't cheat on you because it wasn't cheating because we weren't together. But then they'll like do this often so that they can have a hookup. I feel like I met a guy like that in 2023. He was on a break from someone who didn't tell me and then tried to get up in my business. And I was like, this is fishy. Like, something's shady here. It doesn't really add up. This math isn't mathing. And then they got mad at me for pointing out that the math isn't math. I have a strong suspicion that he was on one of those breaks trying to find some extra entertainment. But women like me are not extracurricular entertainment. That's for fucking sure. We are the whole, when we create all of reality. So that's what I had. You know what I'm craving right now is like, I have some French toast I made for breakfast. I really wish I had some like strawberries. Okay, so I'm opening up the table for personal readings. I'll stay on for a little bit. You're welcome. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Susan? I'll stay on for a little bit. So if anybody wants a personal reading, and that's what I'm here for now for the next however long until I don't want to do it anymore. Just a little bit. Just like an hour or so, half an hour. Depends on if I get a reading. You see me around, do you? Okay, I'm back here. Anyone? Oh, thanks for the 50 jewels. I'm gonna eat the rest of my breakfast. I don't eat breakfast on Sundays because I usually stay at Saturdays. So we call this brunch. No, it's dinner at this point. When you're eating brunch for dinner, I wanted some strawberries on here, but I don't have any. Not even any frozen ones. So I didn't know that when you make French toast, you're supposed to toast it first. So all my life, I was never toasting my French toast, but I've started toasting it before I make it. I don't know that it's any better. I think it makes it a little more spongy, like pew pew. It's not so like covered in egg stuff. Yeah, baby. Oh my god, last week I made pancakes. Maybe I made French toast. I made pancakes. I like to put weird things in my pancakes. Not weird, but just pancakes with things in them. It's like I don't know how to make a regular plain pancake. Can't stand it. I had a flat plate. I heard in my voice, that voice in my head, my intuition say, I don't know if you should use that plate. I didn't listen to it. I had put my syrup on my pancakes, walked through my entire house with a fucking trail of maple syrup behind me. Oh my God. And the carpet on the ground everywhere. I didn't even know until I got in my bedroom. And I sat down and I had syrup on me. Anyways, white people problems. Okay, so moving on. How about I stay on for a little while longer? See if anybody wants a reading. Pretty quiet on Sundays mostly. See how everyone's doing. Hi everyone. So this new moon energy, new moon eclipse energy, what do we have? So today we had Valentine's Day. Tomorrow we have our new moon. I don't know when the solar eclipse is happening. Let's do a little reading here though. Let's get some collective reading before we pop in. Before I leave for the day. Shit. Let's do some readings from these soul moons. So, anybody have a question before I start this? All right, let's do a relationship spread. Just because we had Valentine's Day, maybe you met someone for the first time, although I'm telling you, my first date with my ex-husband was on Valentine's Day. I highly don't recommend that. And we got engaged on the 4th of July. Everything was a fucking holiday, okay? All right. Let's do a relationship spread. So think about somebody, whoever's here, the 3 or 4 people that are here, 5 people. Think about someone. We're going to get a little spread on them. So you guys get a personal, tiny collective. I'm going to use the Luna Soul Tarot, which makes sense. We have an eclipse coming up, a solar eclipse. There we go. Think of your person. So has 6 cards. The first one is you. The second one is the other person. The other one, third near path. I'll say them as we go. So we're going to do this one by one. Spiritual guides, angel lands. We are asking about a relationship. It could be friendship. It could be best friendship. It could be family. It could be love. It could be anything. So here, think about your person. We're going to get a free little collective reading. One at a time, though. We're going to do this one at a time because that's how I roll. I don't always roll one at a time, but sounds funny. Okay, the fucking first card has got to be the goddamn magician because this motherfucker came out twice. Here you are. So you're manifesting some shit. Good job. Good job. As you should be. You're manifesting what? All right. This is the other person. They are not doing well. The other person is not doing well. Damn. This is the near past. You wanted to explore something with them. This is the near future. Okay, more resting. Wow, this is... Okay, we're going to do this. This is the outcome, and here's the advice. Okay, interesting. The bottom of the deck is the 4 of discs. Well, you or somebody else is holding back here in this relationship. But it's funny that the magician came out twice. That's how my cards work. They're like, no, bitch, we said this. We meant... Okay, we got it, guys. All right. So they don't call me bitch. I'm calling myself that as a joke. I'm not a bitch, but I can be. So the 4 of discs, the holding back has created conflict with this Page of Cups with the High Priestess. And it's become overburdensome because now somebody's wondering what's happening. So this is you. You are the magician in this. You are trying to manifest this situation, whether this is a friendship, like I said, a work relationship, or whatever. Someone you feel like is holding back, or vice versa. You've been holding back something. And now we have this other person stressed out. Maybe they're no longer stressed out because sometimes reversal cards are like, actually, I'm out of that energy. So in this specific deck, it doesn't have a reversal for the cards, which I think is interesting too. It says, just read it as you will. But to be super stressed out in their wounded warrior energy, this could be like over it completely, and maybe someone is over it completely. Maybe they previously were stressed out because you or someone else was holding back. But this is the other person. So either they're super stressed at the point of no return, or they're just not stressed about it. Like, I'm over this. The recent past was you wanting to explore with them. Okay, so this is the Page of Wands. I want to explore something. Could be a fire sign. This person, there's a lot of fire between you anyways, because we have these two fire elements. And this is the future, short-term present. So more resting. So I don't know if you've been on a break with this person. Maybe you guys are just taking a break, taking more resting time, but it's about gathering our thoughts. Since the swords are about thoughts, maybe you have ideas, but you're still gathering them. And then ultimately the outcome is the King of Pentacles, King of Discs. So this is good. This is husband material. This is big daddy money, business. This is stability, like his energy. He is the last king before the emperor. He's embodied all of the other frequencies. He's stable. He's reliable. So I like this as the outcome. So it could be about a father or literally a husband, like I said. So this could be someone that you want to marry or you're trying to marry. Again, gender irrelevant here. But the king is someone who's solid and he definitely knows his shit. So very important, very powerful, and a nurturing energy too, like the Queen of Pentacles, similar. So, and then the advice is to be this, be loving and be sweet, put your cup up. So we have two kings and the outcomes, and the advice is being to be a sweet person. So if you've been holding back from someone that you're trying to manifest, that you want to explore with, but you've been on a break, and you want to end up as the King of Pentacles, I advise you to pick up this energy of the King or Queen of Cups. This is emotional maturity. Who cares about the gender? The dude's got his cup out. Here, I'm emotionally mature. I'm balanced. I'm not hiding away my feelings. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not love bombing. I have all this emotion and all this beauty. I've had an awakening. He's got a lotus on his head. Yeah. Pretty quick. We got through that pretty quick. Well, I said I was only going to be on for a few more minutes, and I will. So I like this. So this is about a relationship. So let's do more relating shipping here. See the yin yang. So if you wanted to end up stable, possibly in marriage or something stable, forget about marriage. Like I said, this could be your mom you're asking about, I don't know, or your best friend. Stability is good. So an earth sign could be involved, a woman could be involved, but you're trying to manifest. I like that. The other person's no longer wounded warrior about it. Either that or they're so over this that they're, I don't know. Like I said, reversals are funny because they can either be the extreme of that or they can be the opposite. And in this case, I feel like it's the opposite. This person isn't as stressed out as they used to be. I don't know why I think that, but I do. Maybe because these mountains, it seems like almost like you were on an exploratory path with this person, just seeing where it would go. They got to the top of a mountain before you did. Maybe they waited there for a very long time and stopped waiting. And that's why you've been on this break, or the break has been needed, right? As you've been gathering your thoughts and energy, because you want to be this King or Queen of Pentacles, and you need to tap into this energy of the King or Queen of Cups. So that's what I'm seeing. Definitely don't hold back anymore, because that creates conflict. Yeah. It creates conflict in this relationship growing because you're not using your intuition, and that's overburdensome. And when the person doesn't know if they want to invest with you. Okay. Or maybe they're super intuitive too, and they don't like that because they know there's something else there. You're just not saying it. You know how annoying that is? It's fine as like a general, you know, like, hey, we're living society in this way where we're not just bursting out our feelings and thoughts, which is good, right? Like it depends on the context. But if you're with someone and you are trying to have a close relationship and you know that they're hiding something, didn't I just tell you I watched was it the last Starfleet Academy? And it was like a storyline. Okay, like the two main characters, Caleb and his girlfriend, she's like an empath and he's like the avoidant, and like she knows there's something there but he doesn't want to talk about it, and then she accidentally taps into it. She's trying to like make him feel comfortable, and then he was like upset and he's like, you can't just go into my memories like that, and he runs away, and she's like, I wasn't trying to, I was trying to. Anyways, so if you're trying to hide something from someone that's highly intuitive, then that's just like seems to them as deceptive. So what do we have here? Oh, we have guilt and sabotage. So I don't know, collective, if this person was guilty of sabotage or what. And the third eye clarity. Whoa, what did I just say? Wow, that's amazing. I was talking about that and I didn't even flip that over first. It's like you saw something. They saw something. Could be vice versa. Maybe you're the one that's like hiding away. I don't know. But I did see you as the magician, collective, trying to manifest someone or something. Someone is, you know, maybe feeling guilty about their sabotage, but they're no longer a wounded warrior. So take it as it resonates. Could be vice versa, depending on who you are watching the video, right? Let's get some more about this. So what else about this relationship? And I didn't ask about romance. I just did a relationship spread. Yeah, healing the inner child. Okay, so somebody wants to be stable here and heal this inner child. Maybe you've been healing your inner child, and maybe this person reflected that to you. Maybe you saw it within them, this beautiful child, this beautiful person that wanted to be free, but they were all covered up in goops. I'm all covered up in childhood trauma and CTPSD. as most people are on this planet, let's face it. I was talking to somebody, was it Friday night when I went out? And I asked him, I said, let me just ask you a question. He said, sure. He was Cuban. He was from Cuba. I met another guy from Cuba the other day too. By the way, what the US is doing right now to Cuba is absolutely fucking horrible. We are starving them out. We're placing sanctions. Like, the US government is the evilest of all the evils, and it's been that way since day one. So if you didn't know it, it's time to wake up, kids. It's time to wake up. If you didn't know it, why are you watching a tarot channel? So anywho, so I asked him, I said, did your parents plan to have you? And he said, no. I was like, okay, do you know anyone whose parents were like, let's have, and I do know people like this now. So I have friends now who have babies and I like bringing them in with love and, you know, like all that. But I have never met anyone like that. Maybe like one or two people. So that's telling me that all of us basically are traumatized and unwanted and have probably been treated poorly at some point by somebody. So we're all out here and it's time to heal this. Yeah, you're getting messages in the dreams. You could be having dream messages about this person and healing their inner child. Wow. And so maybe that's why the advice here is to really put this cup of love out. So if they've been healing, be kind and sweet to them, or vice versa. What else about this relationship? Maybe they feel guilty for sabotaging. Careers, contracts, and commitments. Maybe they had some sort of contract to get it out of, or a career that was taking up their time. You're welcome. Hi, Shakes Tesla. Oh, I don't know who you are, but hi, how are you? You're welcome, dear one. Please hit the like button and subscribe. That helps me. That says thank you. So then we can find someone who needs a reading before I'm going to log off in 20 minutes. Facade. Yeah, someone was just full of shit. Facade, beliefs. You notice how those masculines having these issues. What's going on? I don't want to gender shit, but like, just facts are facts, bro. 80% of homicides, murders, and rapes are committed, more like 90, like almost all of it. Like, what's going on? I love you. And Houston, we have a problem. Action. So this person, a situation needs to start. Jupiter, courage, action, beginnings. So right now you're on a rest and have been on a rest with somebody. It looks like the future is bright. Whoa. Yeah, but there has to be transcendence and unity for this relationship to work. Autumn, harvest. So maybe in the autumn something is going to come to fruition. That's pretty far from now. We're still in winter. Or maybe somebody had a realization. Yeah, a divine feminine. You might have had a realization in the autumn. I'm hearing about this and this new beginning. Oh my God, we have twin flames. So then we have communication, travel, and winter rebirth, higher self activation. So some of these journeys should have ended long ago. And somebody still holding on is what prevents it. So this is what I'm having. So that's about this relationship. So let's see what else we have. Let's see what else about this little relationship here. Since we got career, commitments, and contracts, let's get the love and money. Here we go. So somebody feels guilty about the facade. They need to heal their inner child so they can end up like this. And you're advised to be loving and kind. What is this career, contracts, and commitments about, Spirit? What is this? What slowed down? Oh, that's too much. That's too. Lifesaver. You're not alone in the storm. As you grasp for air, salvation appears a breath away from safety. This is card 1. Whoa. I feel your presence in the abyss. Our connection deep despite the distance. I reach out to save you, but you choose depths. Perhaps you were never meant to resurface with me. Well, maybe this is someone you felt very attracted to try to help them. And you're like, hey, we're in this together. And they're like, yeah, no, I'm going to avoid this and do whatever this weird stuff is. So maybe that's how they felt. Secret weapon, unseen by foes, ready to be unleashed. Quite deadly, a silent strike, revealing the arsenal of the unseen. Whoa, blam, card 4. That's the number of union. Blam. It says, I'm battling my insecurities and re-examining our relationship. That's life-altering and also extremely empowering at times, but I know you're my secret weapon. Okay, well, wow, it's pretty intense. I asked what this is about. So they're going through something. Flexibility, adapt and overcome, bend without breaking, hiding is strategy, not weakness. Strength found and ability to yield and bounce back. Wow, you had 1, 4, and 5. Interesting. That's how you write a pop song. 1, 4, and 5. Oh, the major chords in every pop song. Okay, so I doubted our inability to adapt and grow together, causing unnecessary pain, but now I see our bond is more flexible and resilient than I imagined. Whoa. It seems pretty deep and spiritual. No wonder we got that weird twin flame card. So it seems like this bond is pretty deep. Someone pulled away for some reason. I think it says hiding is strategy, not weakness. They're maybe working on something because we did have this healing inner child. I don't know. This stuff seems a little weird to me, but that's fine. I just work here, so take it as it resonates. Let's see what else. Because this was about a relationship. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean romance. It could just be like a friendship or someone you haven't spoken to in a while that you used to explore with and you haven't, you know, and like you're over it now and they're trying to manifest you back into their life so that something can be stable, and your advice is to be loving. Take it as it resonates. So what do we have for the wisdom chakra oracle cards? What can we get here? What is this about? How can is this relationship worth it? Discovery. Oh my God. So someone maybe has found God. You made them find Jesus. You were the secret weapon here. And an owl over their head, which is like wisdom. And then we have a heart. And this is funny because this is about your base chakra, which is, you know, the chakra of stability and firmness, which is like the king of coins. And then there's love. So maybe that's it. This person was ungrounded and they didn't have a sense of purpose, and now they found their heart. Oh, that's beautiful. And then we have the heart is wisdom. So maybe there was some conflict here between you and this person, and Lord Buddha Jesus came and saged it out. Lord Jesus Buddha Allah came and saged it out and said, oh, look at these little prickly bitches. And then we had Mother Earth here, like, oh my God, their egos is huge. Lord, help us, how can two super powerhouses come together? And now look at these little prickly bitches. They're like wanting to give each other a hug. So maybe you and this person have some similar traits, which is why you're twin flames, because you're both prickly bitches or something. But you kept persevering, and now there's going to be renewal because Lord Jesus Buddha Allah is here to help you all. See, he's like, okay, I love you both. You're my children. We have somebody else up here blowing the winds of karma. Pregnancy, Mother Gaia. Yeah, and get balance. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to leave that there. That's a pretty strong story. So if anyone would like a reading, you better tell me now. So how's this going to, you know, I like to end up on the, okay, I'll do 2 more and then I'm going to wrap this up. So if you want a personal reading, let me know now, because otherwise I just got to go work out, get my sweat on. You know, the best time to go grocery shopping is Sunday night. Nobody's there Sunday night. During the day, everyone's there. Wait until nighttime. Wait until the sun goes down. That's the best time to go grocery shopping. Before the Sunday shows come on. Anybody else watching A Night at the Seven Kingdoms? I fucking love it. I'm sorry, but I love this new Game of Thrones show better than I liked any of the other ones. And I don't know if it's because they don't have the sex and shit, and it's not as like bloody and awful yet. Of course, we're only on episode 3 or 4. But so far, I'm like, this is for kids. It seems like a lot of stuff lately has been written for young people. That's what I'm noticing. Like teenagers or young people. I'm like, is this their way to get them in? Kind of like into the fold. I don't know, but I like it. I like Sir Duncan the Tall. Maybe it's because my last name should have been Duncan because I'm Scottish and because I'm tall. I don't know, but I'm into it. I think it's just, I don't know, I just like it better. Maybe it's because it's just not like gratuitously, you know, the way the first 2 were. It's like, okay, like I get it. Like sex and violence are part of life, but like, are you going to tell a story, or is it just a soft porn? Like and I've watched all of those TV shows, by the way. So obviously my opinion didn't stop me from enjoying it. So here we go. Let's see what we have. Relationship, situationship, rain. Oh, the 2 babies are together in the rain. Where's this at? Can I just mix these in? Jeez, Salena. Hold on, guys. I got to get the guidebook out. I folded the guidebook into this. So the rain. So maybe you've been under the rain with this person, or you guys were supposed to find comfort and refuge in each other, and you just never did because your big egos. But Spirit is like, Jesus, Buddha, God, Allah is bringing y'all together. It's like, okay, there was a plan here, dudes. Take a break from yourself. Heal your inner child problems here. Balance out your perspective. Don't be mad about it. Don't be mad about it. So card 24 says, find shelter. Yeah, finding shelter from these disagreements that you've had in this relationship. What can you agree on? Whoa, and this one flew out. Oh, look, a baby. Let's have a baby. We'll agree on that. That sounds like a great idea. Begin at the beginning. Begin at the beginning. That's a song. That's Show Pony. Show Pony, make it burn. Begin at the beginning. So what was the beginning of this relationship? Is this your parent? We do have a child. Do you have a child with this person? Isn't that what's supposed to matter most? We have a lot of inner child energy, but I feel like this is maybe why were you attracted to this person in the first place? What about them drew you there? Find shelter in that. There's something about them that you absolutely love and you find irresistible, whether that be sexually or spiritually or just friendshiply. So then we have Earth. I think this is plan ahead because we keep getting this one. Y'all motherfuckers need to plan more. Plan ahead. I'm like, I know this card ain't for me. Reading's not for me, but I plan everything. Hey, Paula, how's it going? How are you? I got a Virgo Mars. My shit is planned down to the minute. Even my luxury time, my playtime is planned. Everything's planned. Why? Because life is short. 45 fame. Be humble. Okay, well, if you were a prickly ego bastard and Jesus, Allah, God, Buddha is trying to bring you together, you need to be humble, okay? Because you may not get too many chances. Oh, God. I feel like for whoever I'm reading for, there was some egomania involved in this situationship, so put down your maybe I'm talking to two Leos or something, right? Because we have fame here. So plan ahead, be humble, begin at the beginning, and find shelter with this person because there is a loving connection here, whether it's, like I said, friends or family, it doesn't matter, but this is all about you discovering what? Discovering love, quite frankly. Love will lead you home. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. Sometimes words come in my head and I'm like, I don't know. That's how a real tarot reader psychic works. We don't know. We're just opening up the spiritual gateways and then we close them and protect ourselves. That's our job. Okay, so I'm going to now do the tarot cards. So think about this person or situation real deeply again, and then I'm going to see how it's going to turn out. So I love the tarot cards. We get the state, the action, the outcome, and then the bottom of the deck is usually the energy. So if anybody wants a personal reading, I've been reading tarot for 30 years, 30. I've got Satnin, my magic rabbit here. If you want a personal, the links are in the chat and the description. I don't do anything for free. Real readers don't. All right, here we go. Think about your person. Here we go. How's this gonna go? Plan ahead, be humble, begin at the beginning, and find shelter. Use the wisdom of your heart. Let the spiritual guides guide you because there's a renewal in something here because you've expanded. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Come on now, care cards, tell them what's going on. They don't want to talk. What's going to happen in this little story here of whoever I'm reading for? Oh my gosh, care cards may have retired today. I don't know if I should push them like this. Come on, babies. Nope, they say fuck you. One more time? Okay, there's one. Okay, wow. Damn, we got the standing rabbit. Whoa. Okay, there's the other two. Okay. We're going to see this as the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I'm going to take these both as that. The winter landscape, which is what we're in now. So if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's winter. So the overall energy was that this isn't funny wet thistles here too. So be careful because I feel like this has been a hot, prickly situation. I have a lot of dirty jokes in my head that I could have said just then, but I indeed did not. Okay, so the first one is the standing rabbit. So the state is alertness. So be alert, right? So don't be a dick, be a dude. Make sure you're not saying and doing something that would irritate this other person and make the situation worse. So that is the state. The action that is advised is just passing through. Hey, I was just passing through to say hi. Maybe you literally need to come to this person's house. Maybe you are passing through town. I don't know. Take that as resonates because the action says passing through. I just drove from Germany to come over to tell you I'm sorry. Just passing by. So anyways, the outcome is the sun. Well, that sounds hopeful. It says understanding. Wow. So see what can happen when we're open and we're honest and we let go of our ego and we try to understand somebody by putting out this cup here and say, you know, I'm trying to be loving. I'm trying to be emotionally mature. I'm trying to see it from your viewpoint. Let's begin at the beginning and repair whatever this rift was. So these two at the bottom of the deck are, so this could be an outcome too, less than hoped, right? Something is less than hoped. Or I was reading it in this way, which is, it says sufficiency. The winds, this means this is going to be good enough, right? Just passing through. You're going to get the understanding. It'll be good enough. And then the other one for this is patience. Wow. So they're both good. So this means that when you have this conversation or this situation with this person where you're trying to make repair or get to the bottom of why there's been a rift, it's going to be good enough, right? And there will be understanding and patience. So that's a really good reading. And I don't know who it's for or what it's about, but I feel like this is a great place to close the stream. And I hope you guys have an amazing new moon in Aquarius. Remember that you deserve love. You are loved. And if you want a personal reading, please email me. My email in the description. Have a great day and evening. And good luck repairing this relationship. And let me know in the comments how the all signs resonate. Bye.